Hello everyone, today we are going to look at the DERWENT tinted charcoal. We look at the 24 pencils set, the extra large chunky charcoal and the half pan charcoal, the watercolor one. They're all soluble in water and they're great. So let's look at them. I will swatch them in my pencils sketchbook, and then we will add some water to some of them. The first color is sand, an ochre color. So we'll do a kind of circle. It's a really beautiful color. Then burnt orange. We also do a circle. And smudge it. Great color. Next, sunset pink. Glowing embers. Heather mist. Really love these muted tones. They could also be for portraits or very muted landscapes or wildlife. Burnt ambers or embers, which is almost a black. It's like a charcoal black, but it's not completely. I think it may have a little bit of violet or brown violet undertone. Next is lavender. And you can hear the noise of the charcoal, which has it's gray with violet undertone. Thistle, which is really dark. Which has some indigo undertone, violet indigo undertone. Bilberry. Which has more bluish gray undertone. Elderberry. Mountain blue. It's kind of a blue apatite, genuine tone, like from Daniel Smith, the watercolor. Deep Ocean, which is a dark grayish blue, more to the green side. Slate, she's very close to the one before. Forest Pine, which is a pine color. It looks more like rare green earth or perylene green. Very beautiful. Green moss, also a nice color. Dark moss, which is a gray, yellowish green color. Let's see what color this is. This is driftwood, and I love it. Some kind of brownish, sepish color with a bit of yellowish green. This one is peat, which I love. It's like a kind of between raw amber and sepia, more a Van Dyke brown color. This one is burnt earth. Let's see that we can see it. Yes, burnt earth. It's more or less a very dark sepia. Natural. I like this color. It's very misty. It's like a gray. White, which I think we won't see. We can see it a little bit. Light, and I think it means like it's black maybe. It's nice. Medium black, I think. Yeah, and it's a black and dark. So what do you think about these tinted charcoal pencils? I like them a lot, and I think they will be great in combination with this set, the Faber-Castell, because these are the muted tones and these are more bright. And I think they will be very good for landscapes and portraits and wildlife. So now I will show you them with some water and in comparison with another kind of paper. So these are these colors in another notebook, a very rough paper, and they are with some water, so we'll put them like that and we can see. So the sand, the burnt orange, very beautiful. You can see how soft they are in water. Sunset pink, glowing embers, heather mist, burnt embers, lavender, thistle. You can see in this paper the difference between the colors more profoundly. You can see this is really a purple, this is like a more heather, this is more a heather lavender color, bilberry, elderberry, which is a bit dark, and it's a bit dark to elderberry, but it's beautiful. Mountain blue, ocean deep, slate, forest pine. You can see how piney it is here. Green moss, which is more mossy here. Dark moss. Driftwood, which is beautiful here. Peat, burnt earth, natural. And white, light, medium, and dark. And these ones in comparison, let's move it a little bit, so you can see how different they look on different papers. And I think they are more beautiful on this kind of paper, the rougher one, maybe a pastel paper or a self-made pastel. I may do a video about it. So let's see. I have here on this paper the DERWENT extra large charcoal, and you can see how beautiful these colors are. I may play with them now so we can see it better. And here are the half pans, which I think I will paint later on. So let's start. The DERWENT extra large are chunky blocks, and you can see it. They are in limited color palette. There is a white and ochre, another one which I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe I have it written here, so we'll look at it again. It's hard to see. Sanguine, Mars violet, sepia, and black. And we can work with them in different ways, like this and this, and with the edge you can draw some lines. We can mix them together like that. And like that. Can put the white in some areas. And we can combine some water with them. And we can layer, of course. So they're very nice and very chunky, and they do also beautiful paint marks, which I like. You can see how beautiful they are when they are wetted. I like them a lot. And now I will swatch the tinted charcoal paint pan set. I like this tin with these mixing areas, and they have also a water brush, the DERWENT one, which I haven't used before. And there is this nice color chart that I think is great. I really like it. So let's swatch them out. We'll start with the dark moss. You will see that they are very easy to re-wet. We'll put some more in the mastone area. Next we'll look at the forest pine. I think that what you can see right away is that they are more muted than the pencils or the blocks. And you will see soon that also the color choice for this palette is too muted. This is driftwood. I would prefer if they will put some ochre or sand or anything that will give a very earthy yellow. This color, by the way, is mountain blue. Ocean Deep. We put more in the mouth, in the mastone. And Thistle, which is more purplish, earth purplish kind of color. One of the things that I do like about these colors is that they are kind of granulating. They remind me, I don't know the name of the brand, they remind me that there is a black set, a tinted black set, a Japanese one I think, that is very similar in colors to these ones. It's something between these ones and the tinted graffiting of the DERWENT. These are glowing embers, and it's a bit stronger than the others. One moment. There is a hair here that I tried to move. Now we look at burnt embers. That is very close in hue to the one before. I swatch them on Arteza watercolor paper. It's a cheap paper. It's the paper that I do most of my watercolor swatches on in my videos. Burnt earth. Natural. Which is a light gray. Dark, which is a black charcoal. Very granulating one, I like it. And the white for highlights. So this is the color palette of the half pan set. Again, it's a bit too muted for me. I would like to have some sand color or an ochre color and a sanguine color. What I thought to do, I will show you now, is to take these blocks, and the ones that I would like to take, these two ones, I will just take a small piece of them and put them in a half pan and stick them here, and then I will have them in half pans. I also think I think that I have the Faber-Castell sticks, hard pastel sticks to put, but they're not very soluble in water, so they will not be the best solution. I may find another pastel to put in a half pan, a hard one, and the one that is water soluble, and see how it works. And then I can have more colors here, or I can put some muted earth colors from watercolor brands, and then I will have enough colors. I think that set would be very good for portraits, maybe very muted misty landscapes, but I think it would be best to combine it with other colors, because this is too weak and muted. The last thing I wanted to try is to paint with them on a self-made pastel paper. I created this pastel paper with some ochres, and I think it will be interesting to work with it. So one moment. So I have here the pencils, and I wanted to try them out. So let's take a few of them and try. So let's try the grayish blues. And maybe another kind of blue. and this ochre. Adding a little of this white. And a dark black. Maybe this violet gray. And this sunset pink. Maybe I will blend it with another color, maybe with this one. And put it also around. So let's try to blend them together. Wow, it's really cool. I think that I will use this paper like that. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Well, let's try the extra large blocks. So I have them here. Let's try the sanguine. Nice. Wanted to see the ochre, how it goes here. Yeah, it's a different color, which is great. And one of the blacks. And another one. And the white. Let's try to draw with the pencils on them. I think it works great. Maybe with this sand color. And with the white pencil, which maybe is not opaque enough. And let's try to put some water to see how it goes, because it's a pastel paper I created from some watercolor cards in a way, the Hanemule watercolor cards. And with this pastel ground and some watercolors, I will maybe do a video about it and show how to create it. So let's wet it a little bit, see how it works. Yeah, and I think it works quite well. Yeah, I think it's really great. So I think I will use these charcoals, tinted charcoals on this kind of paper. I will create maybe other tones of this paper, and maybe something more creamy, or any other type of paper. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful time, and happy painting. Bye.